My name is Weizong. I am single and I am unfortunately very available, so please hit me up.
Hi, my name is Clarice. I'm a full-time dance instructor. I love mala. Mala steamboat, actually, to be more specific, is the one thing that can make me happy no matter what I'm going through. I just got engaged.
Hi, I'm Riana. I'm a dancer and I also teach dance. Yeah.
Ooh.
I've got 3 tattoos inked on my body. I got my first in 2016, my second in 2016, and my third in 2016 also. It was a very impulsive decision. But my first one, I decided to get it for myself on my birthday. I've always been fascinated by tats. Decided I wanted to ink one myself. I ripped a portion of a song out from Sleeping at Last. The lyrics talks about being intimate with brokenness. So that was my very first one. A reminder to myself that it's okay to not be okay sometimes.
I think we're going to talk about my second tattoo. I got it before my dad got divorced with my mom. It was kind of like a milestone for me. I've been like suffering abuse under my dad for very long. Emotional and like physical abuse. So I think a lot of people don't know this. The second tattoo is actually made out of lyrics on my back. It's from the band Muse. It's from their song Starlight. It's like, it sounds really cheesy, but you know when you're like 16, it means a lot to you. The lyrics are like, our hopes and expectations, black holes and revelations. So there was once like someone asked me, what did it mean? It's kind of hard for me to say if I'm not very close to you, but what it always meant was like, in life, you can always have like hopes and expectations, yeah. You just have to remind yourself that sometimes they might not come through for you lah. You might be severely disappointed at the end of the day. I think all my life I always hoped that my dad would come through for me in a sense, but he never did, yeah, which is okay. That's what helped me become the person that I am today. It definitely made me stronger, although at that point in time I thought I was very weak. Actually, it's weird, but I really felt like my tattoos gave me the strength to like confront my dad. It kind of forced my mom to make a choice between me or my dad. It was threatened to crumble lah, this family life. I love my mom a lot, but I think there was no way for me, my mom and my dad to live together under the same roof. It was a very good reminder that I may not always get what I want. I may not get the same privileges as other kids who have like loving fathers. It's okay. I think at the end of the day, I just create my own life lah, in a sense.
What drew me to the idea of having a tattoo is that it's something that's permanent on your body. So it has to be very meaningful to you for you to do it lah. For me, it's not so much like a visual thing or aesthetic thing. It took me, I think, about 3 years from the time I actually started thinking about it to actually doing it, because like I was waiting for the right design to pop out the right meaning. I wanted to make sure that when I actually did it, it meant something, and I will always look back to that moment and remember how I felt and why I did it, so that I will have a memory to last me for forever lah. Eventually, I did it when I was in LA. I kind of had the idea long time ago stuck in my mind, but I had no design in mind. I remember hearing somewhere when they bombed Hiroshima, and then the first flower that managed to bloom in that area was a oleander flower. So I thought that was a very nice meaning in the midst of chaos or like destruction, and where there's like nothing left, just tragedy, right? Something beautiful can still happen. And I think in my mind, the image of a single, like one flower in the midst of destruction, one flower, I think that meaning is powerful lah to me. I think it's both a reminder to me not just to be like that flower when everything is shit. You know, to still bloom, still thrive, still shine for the people around you. In the bigger sense, like, it's also a reminder of hope. Even when it seems like it is not possible, it's still possible. Yeah.
I would say during the experience, it was definitely painful, but the pain kind of translated into a struggle to like me finally overcoming this last stage of having to deal with my dad. It was very, I would say, empowering at the end of the tattoo. You know that sting when it's all done and you're like, oh my god, I went through that few hours of pain and like I'm ready to move on to the next thing lah. So as much as it was painful, it was a really good kind of pain. It was also a little bit of all the pain emotionally that I felt with my dad. Oh my god, I getting emotional, no! Although the two pains are very different, this one helped me to overcome the pain that I felt with my dad. Yeah.
when I decided to do it, I was very scared. So that's when the other side will kick in, like, okay, am I serious? Am I really going to do it? Then I make appointment first, right? So you have a few days to think about it. Then like, I really want to back out, like, never mind, I can just do it. I mean, in LA, it's very easy to like, there are no consequences for your actions, but there are. I mean, people tell me that it's like a penknife cutting your body many times, and it really is like that. But that's the good part. That's the very minor pain. When it hits the areas that is more closer to your nerve, closer to your bone. I don't even know how to describe, it's just pain. Very pain. I remember texting my roommates. I was like, can y'all come and talk to me? I need to be distracted. Which kind of helped, but it was a good experience, but I must say that the pain does make me think a bit harder of getting my next one because I know it's very real. I will definitely think about pain as a thing, when I think of the next one.
When the needle first came, I was psyching myself up quite a bit because I was warned beforehand that it might hurt. I don't think it really hurt that much. It felt almost calming in a weird psychotic way. I think at that point I realized why people ink themselves more and more each time. There is a rush, there is a almost psychotic, addictive feel to that needle touching your body. It sounds weird, but it almost feels like a confirmation of sorts. You are doing something that you're very certain of, that you know you cannot walk away from. There is this certainty to it that is weirdly calming.
I'm not sure if everyone goes through it, but 1 or 2 days after I get it, I will think, really, do I really want to live with this for the rest of my life? Almost the anxiety comes for the next 1 or 2 days, then after you're like, okay, I think I like it, and it's my companion for life. Yeah.
They serve as like reminders for myself. Every time I decided to put them on me, it came with purpose. Sometimes a plea or a hope or just this desire that hopefully things are not gonna stay this way forever. They provide me some form of security. I think back to why I got them in the first place and makes me feel a bit more secure when I'm done.
I'm always very proud of my tattoo. Other people will be like, oh yeah, it looks like a tramp stamp, but I don't care because at the end of the day, it's how the tattoo means to me that matters. Like, I don't really need to tell everybody what it means. Yeah, especially like when they're not close to me and they don't know what I've been through, and I don't need everyone to know what I've been through. I'm proud of it. That's all that matters, yeah.